Something that I have not done for so long is happening inside of this video. I am actually playing Fortnite again and bringing you guys another Fortnite YouTube video. So what is going on, YouTube? The Assist Man, I'm coming back at you guys with another YouTube video. And like I said, man, this time it is Fortnite. Man, I used to play Fortnite like religiously every day of the week last year. December, January, February, March, April, May. And then I just stopped playing it because I got tired of it. And as a matter of fact, the last Fortnite video that I put up, I believe on my YouTube channel, was back in like May or June of this year. And I haven't touched the game since at all. So it's been like 6 to 7 months since I've actually played the game, more or less. And I haven't uploaded the video on it at all. And in the very last video I made about Fortnite, I basically told you guys the reason why I'm stopping playing Fortnite. The reason why I stopped is that I said that Fortnite sucks. And my intention was never to say that the game itself sucks, because I love Fortnite. It's kind of like that love-hate relationship. The thing that I thought sucked about the game, though, is that they were not bringing any new content to the game or making the right changes to the game. So a lot of the things I said, 6 months ago are still prevalent in the game right now. And some things have changed. So what I want to do in this video is more or less talk about, after revisiting Fortnite 6 months later, has it gotten any better? Or does it, in theory, still kind of suck? So let's go ahead and get into that. Right off the bat, man, if you guys haven't done so already and this video helps you in any way, shape, or form, or you do enjoy it, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up like button. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. So in the video I made about 6 months ago, man, I talked about Fortnite sucks and the reasons why I was done with the game. And those of you guys that used to watch my Fortnite live streams I used to do every single weekend on YouTube, and all my Fortnite videos I used to put out on YouTube, I used to do this entire pick the place event where I would do all these crazy giveaways for people, and it was a lot of fun on my live streams. But I also had to leave the game due to a bunch of circumstances that I just got tired of it. And before I go any further, I do want to let you guys know that the gameplay that you are watching is me playing this new Rampage mode, where it's kind of like a big skirmish team deathmatch type game where you can get a bunch of kills and you could respawn if you die. And I like this, game mode a lot, I guess you could say. And yeah, I went off in this game. I actually dropped 23 kills and only died one time, and the time I died, I shouldn't even have died, but I will show you guys that. I also want to bring the gameplay to you in its entirety. So at certain parts, if you have already seen, I'm actually speeding up the gameplay, and I'm just getting to the, slowing down the points where the action starts and, the killing starts. So let's get back on topic. I basically said in my last video that Fortnite was a cash grab, greedy game that wasn't doing enough based upon how much money that they were bringing in. I said that the game has been out, and this is at the time that I made this last video in June, that the game's been out for nearly a year. And the Battle Royale phase has taken over. Everybody loves Fortnite. It is the highest grossing video game of almost all time. It might be, I don't know, but I know this game makes and made a ton of money. But yet all they were doing, instead of bringing new content to the game, was putting new stuff for you to spend real money on that you don't need in the item shop. All these new skins, all these new emotes, all these new pickaxes. I'm like, why do you need all this stuff? It doesn't help you in the game at all, and you could only wear one skin at a time. So why do they focus so much about bringing all this cosmetic content to the game so these kids can buy the stuff? It literally still to this day makes no sense to me. Now, I wouldn't be so against it if I seen that they were actually making big improvements and adding a lot more content to the game. And I said in that video that when I made it in, I believe it was in June. I'll link it in the top pinned comment of this video if you guys want to go back and watch that video. I said then, look, in the past 6 months, how many new permanent game modes have they brought to the game? 0. How many new maps have they brought to the game? 0. There was a limited amount of new guns and new items that they brought to the game. And still, now, it is December of 2018, 6 months after I made that video. And how many new maps are still in the game now? How many new maps have they brought to the game? 0. The game has been out for well over a year, and even after 6 months after I made my last video, they have still not brought a brand new map to the game. While other games have multitudes of new maps like PUBG and other type of games. Now, yes, I know that they have actually modified the map. It seems like that's all they do, is they modify the map. They take one area out, they put in something new. They change one tree, they bring in another tree. They add some buildings to one area, and they rename it to something entirely different. That's not changing the map. That's not bringing new content to the game. It would be awesome by the amount of money that this game has made by now. I don't understand how they still have brought out hundreds upon hundreds of new skins, dance moves, emotes, all this pay to win, or not really pay to win, but all this waste of money, pay stuff. But yet they have not brought out one new map, not even a single new map, but hundreds of different dance moves and emotes and stuff, and that's exactly what I said back then. And still to this day, nothing has changed. And it boggles my mind because I love Fortnite so much. I think it's one of the greatest games I ever played. And like I said about that love-hate relationship, I never said the game itself sucked. I think the game is amazing. It's a lot of fun. It's one of the funnest games ever created. But when you're playing the same map with the same guns and doing the same game modes over and over and over again every single day, every week, every month, it gets boring. And it's like they're not taking initiative to change anything. I mean, you would think that they would add a bunch more permanent game modes, which they haven't. Now, don't get me wrong. They've added some limited time only game modes, which are a lot of fun, and I enjoy them. But why are they only limited time only? Why cannot they be permanent? I mean, this game has made so much money. It's been out for so long. I would assume by this time this game would have their standard battle royale. Why can't they put, Blitz as a permanent game mode? I like Blitz. A lot of you guys like Blitz. But why can't they bring other game modes like Capture the Flag? Capture the Flag on Fortnite would be a lot of fun. What about Domination? Or Hardpoint? Or Team Deathmatch like this Rampage mode is right here? So they really haven't changed much. It's still like kind of the exact same thing, but this mode right here I'm playing is what I always wanted in this game. An actual like team deathmatch type mode where you could respawn, get kills, the whole nine. So this skirmish that I'm playing, this rampage thing, this brought back some of my love for this game. When Homicide told me about this, I was like, okay, I gotta try it. And I've been playing this non-stop. I love this mode. I wish that they would put this mode in the game permanently. And I wish that they would actually do some updates to it. So I talked about a lot of the negatives already in this video about why I said that Fortnite sucks, why I still think that nothing really has changed, and why it still has some issues. But now I'm going to go ahead and get into some positives about the game, because there are positives about the game as well. The game is still really good. It's still a lot of fun. But this mode right here, I think, is what the game needed. I personally love this mode a lot. But at the same time, this mode has got a lot of issues that I think that they need to fix, or not maybe issues, but things that I would like to see tweaked or changed. First of all, when you die, it takes forever for your glider and you to land back on the map. It literally takes you about 20 to 30 seconds after you die just to get back on the ground. And in a game where it's all about action, and you're actually trying to kill people and do this and do that, that's a long ass time. So I would really, really like to see the time that you die from the time you land back on the ground significantly reduced. Also, I just think that 100 kills is not enough for how big the circle is. It's like the circle's a little bit too big still, and there's just not enough people for 100 kills. If they left it the way it is, 20 versus 20, I would like to see them up the kill limit to maybe 200 to 250. and maybe make the ending circle about 10 to 20% smaller. Or why not do another mode where it's like 10 versus 10 with the same size circle, but up to 100 kills? I think that would be a lot better. I also think that they could do modes, you know, that are just like this, but I just think that the 100 kills for 20 versus 20 is just a little bit too low. I would like to see it around 200 to 250 kills at possible. Now look at the way this guy just killed me. That was the first time I died all game. It said he shotgunned me, but look at this. He shotgunned me before his body even turned around and hit me. How does that happen? So yes, shotguns in this game are still a little bit too broken at points, some in good ways broken, and some in bad ways broken, as you just seen. So there are still issues with guns and hit, you know, detection inside of this game with these shotguns, still to this day. That was the only time I died in this game, and you guys seen it. Rewind it again. I slow-moed it down twice. That guy shotgunned me, and he wasn't even looking at me or aiming his gun at me at all. Have no idea how it happened. But like I said, that was the first time I died in the entire game. Now, there's other things in the game that I don't like, and I know I said I was going to stop talking about the cons, but I got to bring these up. The new sword thing that they put in the game, take it out. The sword does not belong in the game. If you want to put the sword in the game, put it in a limited time mode only. Don't put it in a regular, you know, game. Don't put it in solos and duos and squads. It has no place in the game. It is completely overpowered up close. It's not good. It's not a good look for the game. The sword should only be in the game in a separate mode. It shouldn't be in a regular game. Also, I'm not feeling the planes at all. You know, I know they're trying to be innovative and they're trying to add new things to the game, but the planes is not it. I mean, now you got to worry about people flying down on you, flying over you, shooting you with the plane, hitting you with the plane. There's just too much going on. I personally think the planes should only be like in big team battle skirmish modes like this here, not in the regular duos and solos and squad mode. That's just my personal opinion. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about the sword being in the game and the planes being in the game, because that's something new that I do not like being in the game right now. I don't like the swords and I don't like the planes. They had a really, really good thing going. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I don't know why they actually brought the sword and the planes in the game. It was a not needed thing to put in the game. But overall, the game still is plagued with the same issues that I talked about nearly 6 months ago, and still to this day, almost 2 years into the game's life cycle, they still have only one map. My entire gripe with this game has always been a limited amount of content, especially for how much money this game has made and makes. They should have tons more content. They should have 5 to 6 different maps by now that you randomly load in. They should also have, like I said, tons of new permanent game modes like Capture the Flag, Hardpoint, Domination, 20v20 Rumble mode like this, 10v10 Rumble mode, 50 versus 50 Rumble mode, like maybe 500 kills, a big team battle type thing like, you know, like Battlefield had when you could play, what was it called, Conquest. Bring the planes in there, bring tanks, bring whatever you want, but leave the core Fortnite experience alone, but put more content in the game. I will say, though, that after going back to Fortnite after 6 months, that I do thoroughly still enjoy it, and I really, really just like this mode. I haven't been playing much squads and much duos. Me and Homicide and a couple of my friends played a little bit, but mostly I like this new Rumble mode right here that you could respawn in. I think that this should be a permanent mode in the game, and this brought back my love for the game, and I do like it a lot. Like I said, I do think it needs to be tweaked a little. But, you know, over the past 6 months since I made that last video, not much has changed. So I want to know from you guys, do you think that Fortnite is still just as good or better than it was like in January or December when a lot of people first started playing it? Do you think it's just as good or has gotten better? Or do you think since then it has gradually declined, that the game is getting worse, that there's no new content, you're playing the same map, the same things over and over again? leave a comment down below. I want to know honestly from you guys how you really feel. If you've been playing Fortnite for a long time, did you leave for a while? Are you just coming back? Did you leave and you haven't came back due to a lack of content or changes in the game that you did not like? I want to know from you guys. I want to know from the community. Like I said, I really like this new mode. It's brought me back to the game. But other than that, still have one of the highest grossing games, if not the highest grossing free-to-play game ever, with no content, no new maps, no new permanent game modes, no, like, a lot of stuff hasn't changed. Just a bunch of skins and dance moves and pickaxes and emotes you can buy with real money. So, anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I look forward to hearing your feedback and comments in the comment section below. Like I said, if you guys did enjoy this, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up like, share it with your friends, and let me know what they think as well. If you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so. So anyway, YouTube, this is the Assist Man. I hope you guys did enjoy the 23 kills, 1 death that I shouldn't have even had gameplay in one of my first games coming back to Fortnite. And until next time, I am out.